Heyo everybody, Haku here with my review for The Walking Dead issue 171. Now this one was really good. I really enjoyed it personally, just myself here. I don't know, I've heard some people didn't, but in general, I was so wrong to judge Princess just by that cover art and her design there. I thought actually once I read it, she's fucking awesome. I love it. Like, I love the personality and how she's a little bit insane, how she's been crazy, but I just love the idea in anything of the character who's just been like living alone for like a year, so they're kind of off, but they've learned to survive well enough because they've been alive this long that they're just like, yeah, whatever, doing whatever with the apocalypse. Like she said, dye in her hair because there's more dye than people. Calling herself Princess, dressing up all flashy, using a giant-ass machine gun. Like, it's great. I love it. I love the character archetype in general. But talking about some stuff part by part so I don't forget any of it, Siddiq is talking about how he loved Rosita and all of that. I like that there, and I like that Eugene didn't shatter his illusions and tell him, nah, she didn't love you. It shows some maturity from Eugene, but it also kind of leads us into, we don't know how much Eugene's okay with this. I mean, he's still mourning Rosita. Siddiq is obviously mourning Rosita, and he's obviously very sorry about all this. He feels bad for what happened. So I feel like neither one of them are really in the wrong. Well, I mean, in the cheating situation, Siddiq's probably more in the wrong than Eugene, taking that into account. But yeah, neither are really in the wrong, and they both seem like good people. So there's a lot of stuff that can happen with this. I still don't get that one Eugene face, that last panel there. I still, reading through it again and again, I still don't get that one quite yet. It seemed like he saw something, but, I mean, there was nothing on the next page, so I have no clue. Or nothing that correlated to that. But either way, before they leave the next day, Michonne yells out, and somehow in all of Pittsburgh, Princess was close enough to not only hear it, but to be right there and step out like, hey, what up? But yeah, like I said, she's badass. I love her design and personality. I thought she was really funny. Real name was Juanita Sanchez. Don't want to forget that in there while I'm going through some information type stuff. But she's been alone for almost a year. She had a brother. These are just a few things we know. We don't know how many people she's killed or how many walkers she's killed, the 3 questions, or why. We don't know any of that about her yet. But being alone for a year has obviously affected her social skills. She's a bit off, but I think it is quite funny. She also wants to go with them, which she seems to be she seems to be a little crazy, but she seems to be telling the truth. And also she seems to not really be that dangerous, because, I mean, if she was dangerous, I guess she just isn't in general. It's one person alone that could be easily put down. She really has no reason to want to hurt them. I mean, she's all alone. She wants people to be around to talk to. So, yeah. Also, I absolutely love the speech she gave about trust and, like, I'm 1 person, you're 5, you could kill me. I get it. You don't trust me, but you should trust me, and I'll learn to trust you. We'll learn to trust each other. I love that whole crazy speech she went on. Then she has her little, I love this because it's like a character thinking to themselves, and I love the whole thinking out loud type of thing where she's thinking, the only minority left now is alive. So I just thought it was funny her talking to herself. I really think that the whole thinking aloud thing is something I enjoy as a look into a character's head. And it also sort of makes her unique in that everybody else just thinks she's crazy sitting there talking to herself. Also, she mentions that Siddiq is Arab American, and this is just me. I always thought Siddiq was black. I mean, now that I look back, I guess I thought he was like kind of light-skinned and had one heck of a beard. But yeah, I always thought Siddiq was black. I did not know he was Arab American. But yeah, also, then at the end, the last thing we actually get to see is her little prank where she pretends she has people there, but there's no actual people there. But I like during this how, if you notice, the art gets like darker and more like manic, sort of like the lines are less clean, it's all darker. I like that. It sort of increases the emotion and the focus like something bad is happening, and just it shows the sort of crazy state of Princess's mind where she's willing to risk just getting shot in the back of the head for a joke. So I thought that was handled really great. It shows the character, and it's one of those good things that I've seen in quite a lot of other media, where you have the character that's just like out there and you don't know if you can trust them and you don't know if they're dangerous. They could be completely harmless, and that question is what makes good writing, because now you're gonna keep tuning in to see, is she gonna betray them? Are they going to betray her? What's going to go on with the character? And it builds interest. It's done everything it was supposed to. So I thought it was a pretty amazing issue. I'm really excited to see more of Princess in general, but I love the art and the structure of it. I thought the structure of the issue was really good. Also like how normally I like jumping around to different stuff, but I think it was the right choice to just stick with the traveling group for now, and I kind of hope we keep that going for a little while. Maybe have an issue that checks back every once in a while, but I think we should stick with the traveling group. I think that's really fun to watch. Also, the story between Siddiq and Eugene, like I said, it's really good so far. I like what it's done for the two characters, but I also think it has a lot of room to grow, and to see like maybe Eugene starts to hate Siddiq or secretly hate Siddiq for what he did, and then they finally come to like a true mediation, like a true forgiveness between them, but it takes time to get there. I just think that there are a lot of good possibilities with that story. But either way, as a whole for the chapter, I would give it 9 big-ass LMGs out of 10. So yeah, 9 out of 10. I really, really enjoyed it. Now, one last thing I will get into before ending this, because when I went around to look at other people's reactions and stuff to the chapter, just online on forums and stuff, I saw some of this. People really didn't like Princess for really stupid reasons. Like, I get not liking her for some reasons, like the design's too crazy, or you don't think the jokes are funny, or you think a wacky character, we've already done it. Well, I mean, I guess you can't really complain too much about characters not being super realistic, because, I mean, at this point, she's probably more realistic than Ezekiel. I mean, just the whole crazy act thing works a lot better alone than it does as the leader of a community, as much as I love Ezekiel's character. And as much as I love Beta's character as well, just this random silent giant running this sort of web of whispers and people behaving like that. She's more believable than them, and I really like both of them. So, either way. But one thing I kept seeing complaints about were people like calling Kirkman SJW or cuck, and I swear the people that hate SJW so much are the ones that are the biggest babies about this kind of stuff. One, I think it would be kind of pathetic if you were just that angry that somebody disagreed with you, and it's not like the stuff Princess said was like super extreme or anything. It's kind of just like, even if you disagree, you're like, reasonable point. Because it was just, even if you disagree, it was a very reasonable point for her to make. And it's a character giving their thoughts. But the thing is, it's pretty pathetic if you're that mad over somebody real disagreeing with you, but it's extra pathetic when it's a fictional character. People very upset that a fictional character said something they disagree with. So, I normally wouldn't have brought that up, but it's just people insulting Kirkman in the writing for a character disagreeing with them when it's a fictional character. Man, people may need to grow up a little bit. But either way, I thought it was really good. Sure, it's not flawless. I mean, nothing is, and it isn't even the best I've read, but I still thought it was quite good, especially for The Walking Dead. I thought it was really good. So either way, anything that can make me smile and laugh as much as I did in the live reaction was, it's good. So either way, if you did like the video, comment down there to tell me what you thought of this month's issue. I keep trying to think weeks, but it's monthly. This month's issue. Subscribe for more Walking Dead, both comics and TV show. I'll be reviewing the TV show week to week when it's back. Maybe do some discussions here and there. Maybe even theories, but I doubt it. But maybe, who knows. Follow on Twitter if you want. I can try to keep you updated there, talk to you there. And if you want a link to our Discord server, just ask and I can give you one. No problems there. So that's it. Thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you all next time.